G'day, I'm Mark from Self-Sufficient Me, and in this video I want to show you my grapevine, which is behind me here. And also I want to talk a little bit about growing, pruning and making new grape plants, or propagation. So firstly, why did we get a grapevine? Well, our place faces west, so it gets the western sun in the afternoons. And what it tends to do is go straight through our back laundry and heats up the bottom of the place, and that heat rises, and so we needed to shade that area. And rather than get an ornamental, we love food plants, so we decided, well, why not plant a grapevine there? And it's been an outstanding success. So not only does it provide good food, but it provides a good shading purpose, and plus it hides our Chinese laundry, which my missus hates. But growing grapes is dead set easy in just about any climate. I'm in a subtropical region and it's pretty wet and humid, so it's not a great environment for grapes, but if you can get the right grapevine, then you're laughing. We've got a flame seedless here. It's a red variety. It's a table grape. It tastes great. It's seedless. The kids love it. Plus the plant has been bred for high humid environments like mine, and that way it doesn't suffer as bad with powdery mildew and those type of tropical or subtropical diseases plants can get. So yeah, choose the right grape for your environment. As far as fertilising and care goes while it's growing, I might throw a little bit of chicken manure, quail manure, or a bit of blood and bone around the base of the plant, but I don't really touch it too much. I don't water the plant, obviously, especially through the wet season, and through the dry season I very rarely touch it anyway, because that's usually our winter and it goes dormant. So now for pruning. I make sure that I wait until about mid-winter. So even early winter, there's still quite a lot of growth on the grapevine. So I'll wait until mid-winter when I'm sure that the grapevine has gone into a dormant stage, and then I prune it back. If you prune a grapevine back through its growing season, it tends to bleed. Now if you've got the odd vine, and it does, and grapevines do grow vigorous through the growing season, you do tend to get the odd vine that pops out in the wrong position or is growing too much, and then you have to trim it back. That's okay. Trim one or two off and it will bleed a bit or sap out a bit, but what you don't want to do is be pruning the whole thing back to bare bones like that through the growing season, otherwise you'll probably kill the plant. I wanted my grapevine to climb up our latticing, and I wanted it to unorthodoxly go across to our pathway that leads out to our clothesline. So I couldn't really trim my vine the way that you're supposed to anyway. So what I've done is I've just let the thing grow, and I've just trained it all the way to about halfway to the entrance. And then I've kept trimming back all the buds from the stem until I had the buds in the right locations. Now what I do is I leave about 10 buds on the top of my little wire trellis there, and I prune it heavily back to about 10 buds every season, and that's all I do. So those bits of vine that I prune off, I can then use as propagation material or cuttings. Very simple to do. Grab about a 30 centimetre long piece of cutting, 12 inches, whack it in a medium-sized pot with some good potting mix. You don't even have to use any hormones or anything like that, and just keep it well watered, and that will grow into a new grape plant. You have to keep it growing for about 18 months or so, and then that will be strong enough to be able to bung in the ground somewhere else, and voila, you've got a new grapevine. It's pretty simple. So there you have it, growing grapes at home, not just for food, but for a purpose as well, like shading the house, give it a bit of a Mediterranean look, and maybe even hide something like a Chinese laundry. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.